It's time to become the chosen one, everybody. One that will balance the light side of the Force and the dark side of the Force. It is time to pilot Anakin Colossus. Yes, everybody, Anakin Colossus or Anakin Blue, depending on which version you truly like. Both are seeing some good competitive play right now in the meta of JTL. But nonetheless, we're not here to talk about meta. We're here to check out the leader, check out the deck, and then take it to care about to see how well I do with the deck. Anyways, Anakin Skywalker states on his front sight action, deal 2 damage to your base. Attack with a unit. The attacking unit gets a +2/+0 for the attack. He comes out on 6 resources. When he is awakened, he gets a plus for every 5 damage. I believe he gets a plus to his attack. I can't remember how much it is, but I know for every 5 damage on your base, you get a plus to your attack. So basically, Anakin can get bigger and bigger for as more and more damage that is put on your base. The reason why we don't really mind too much about putting damage onto our base, not mentioning because we are in the Vigilance area and because we are running in Heroic and Vigilance, we do actually have some cards that do allow us to heal damage off our base as well. So anyways, once again, the Colossus means that we're a 35 base, but we start with 5 cards in our starting hand instead of 6. So meaning after we resource 2 cards, we are down to 3 cards in hand. So let's get to the rest of the deck. We have triple R2-D2. When played on attack, the top card of your deck, you may put on the bottom of your deck. Triple C3PO. Really good combination to go with R2-D2 is C3PO. Typically use R2-D2 first, attack, see what the top card is, or even attack, see what the top card is, and then we play C3PO the next. After that, and then we just literally name the card and grab it to our hand. When played on attack, choose a number, look at the top card of your deck. If it costs the chosen number, reveal it and draw it. Then we have triple Sabine Wren. Again, we're not really caring about the triple aspect thing. We're not going to achieve that. But on attack, you may deal 1 damage to the defender or base. We have a triple Cassian Andor, which we'll typically put in for the smuggle. He smuggles out for 5 aggression heroic, and then when played using smuggling, I ready this unit. We have triple attack. Each friendly unit resource gains smuggle, gains smuggle cost is the card's cost +2, and its aspects. Tech can smuggle himself out for 4 and heroic. So basically, we're not too afraid about putting a bunch of good stuff into our resources, because then we'll be able to smuggle it all out with tech. We have triple Village Protectors as Sentinel and Shielded. Double Cham Sedula if we happen to get into those matchups against the command strategies, which then are able to ramp. Cham Sedula is really good to help us out. When played, if an opponent controls more resources than you, you can put the top card of your deck into play as a resource. Again, not a bad problem if it puts in Cassian or Tech. Even if we have Tech out, not a big problem either because of Tech's ability. We have triple Stella Guerra, the daughter of Saul Guerrera. When played, when defeated, may deal 2 damage to your base, which again is not too bad. That's kind of what we want to do. And if you do, search the top 8 cards, deck for a tactic card, reveal it, and draw it. Again, that's an event card with the tactic on it. We have triple Poe Dameron on attack. Discard up to 3 cards from your hand. You can discard 0, you can discard 1. For each card discarded this way, you could choose. Deal 2 damage to unit base. Defeat upgrades, which is very important against certain matchups, especially the piloting matchup, especially against those piloting leaders. And then your opponent discards a card from their hand. Triple Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. He has Restore 3, and then when played, give a unit -3/-3. But if something died on our side of the board, we can give something -6/-6. And then double Crate Dragon, because why not? Again, Overwhelm, and when played, when your opponent plays a card, any card, so if it's an option card, an event card, pilot card, ground card, anything like that, even an upgrade, it all has to go, the Crate Dragon all triggers. And when an opponent plays a card, you may deal damage to that card's cost to their base or to their ground units they control, which is really nice because then you can either knock out the base or knock out a ground unit. For the space, we have triple Arc 170 to restore 1, double Concord Dawn for the Sentinel, and gets +2 and +0 when defending, and then 1 Red Squadron X-Wing to deal 2 damage to it, and then draw a card. For our events, triple Daring Ray to deal 2 damage to unit or base, either finish off a unit or finish off the base. Force Throw to help, basically, if we have a forced unit, you choose a player, that player discards a card from their hand. Again, it's really nice, but then if you control a forced unit, you may deal damage to unit equal to that opponent's cost. Right now, the only forced unit we have is Anakin, but again, throwing a card out of their hand is still pretty nice. This card definitely, if you haven't picked them up, will definitely see a lot of play in Legends of the Force. We have double open fire to deal 4 damage to a unit, double fell the dragon to kill anything that's non-leader unit with 5 or more power, 1 takedown to kill something with 5 or less power, 5 or less remaining HP, and then double Rival's Fall to deal with those nasty leader units. That is our Anakin Colossus. Let's take it to Karabas and see how well we do. So, it's Qi'ra Data Vault, everybody. Another deck that's been making the splash in the current meta. As we take a look at our hand here, the R2 is not too bad. I mean, we can easily put Luke and Poe. We have Tech. R2 could see what the top card of our deck is, so we could either put it top or the bottom. It's a high-cost card. We'll actually keep here. We'll do the Luke and this. So anyways, Qi'ra states on her side, action, deal 1 damage, deal 2 damage to a friendly unit, then give a shield token to that unit. Then we're going to, we'll keep that on top. That actually might come in handy against something. Then we'll pass. Open fire actually is going to be good. I expect Qi'ra to take 1 to deal this. We'll put Chance to do a little way. But yeah, Qi'ra is very interesting. When she comes at 5 or more resources, deploy this leader, and then she can basically deal damage to 1 thing and then basically get a big buff because of it. Well, they didn't decide to do that, so we'll just open fire off that Dr. Pershing. Let's not give them the draw, or give them any more draws here. I mean, Qi'ra could give a shield token here, but yeah, Qi'ra on her awakened side is actually pretty nice as well. She comes out, she could then deal damage, half damage to something on the board, something that's on the board. So yeah, we'll check her out. I forget exactly how her wording works. Let's go. Attack with the R2, swing there. I think we're going to put that in the bottom. That's right now way too high of a cost to be drawing right now at this point. The Cassian there is really nice. Again, the Sabine is also nice to see as well. Fell the Dragon, of course, takedown. We'll do Sabine. I hate to see the Pike Sentinel there as well. Interesting, he's not going to decide to do Qi'ra here. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Do we want to take... Yeah, you know what? We'll damage our base some more. Swing in. We'll put that on top still. I don't like that we saw 2 crate dragons. Talk about seeing all the crate dragons you want. Not exactly something I really want to be seeing right now. I don't really want to put it on the bottom because I do really actually want to damage Qi'ra again with this crate dragon. Just because I'm not seeing anything right now to actually heal this damage off. I have not seen Luke or anything. We could smuggle out Cassian right now, but I don't think it's really worth. Let's swing. We're going to put... Yeah, we could put Tech on top. Funny enough, we actually can manipulate that and put Tech into our resources as well, which is actually pretty nice. So we can actually go him, and then that puts Tech into our resources, which is kind of funny. And then we could smuggle Tech out as well. Qi'ra to come out. Again, here goes Qi'ra. Grit, when deployed, heal all damage from each unit. They each deal damage, then deal damage to each unit equal to half its remaining health. So that's what it does. We'll do this. We need 4 more health left on attack. So yeah, this will deal it. Right, that puts 10 damage on our base. That gets Qi'ra off the board, so I don't have to worry about Qi'ra being a mess of a problem. Take down on good old Sabine, and we will just claim the initiative from there. They have 1 health left. The R2D2, the C3PO is going to come in handy here. We'll put the village protectors away. We're about to awaken Anakin and about to go ham with his ability here. So let's swing R2. R2, that's a good card. We'll keep that on top. Again, we do have Tech as well, so we can bring him out for 4 and heroic. Which again we have. We're gonna do this. It was a 3 by the power of mystic energy. It's a 3. Look at that. Reveal it and draw it. Who would have thought? Who would have thought it was a 3? Okay. Let's go. Let's take down this walker so I don't have to worry about Qi'ra then using any points of damage here. We're going to deploy Anakin Skywalker. Here's his ability, Overwhelm, and then gets a +1 for every 5 damage on. So right now we're at 6. And again, we can go all the way up to getting So it's 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We can get a +6 on Anakin before we officially die. This force throw is going to be pretty nice. We really, I don't think, need this X-Wing. Well, yes, it's nice to have. Right now, the only thing damage being in the sky is an Inferno 4. Vigilance to probably heal and mill me. Heal 5 damage and then destroy the R2-D2 so I can't look at the top card of my deck anymore. The tech actually is going to have to come out here. Let's go force throw. We're going to force throw my opponent. While yes, this kills Inferno 4, I'd rather right now just maybe save a little bit of damage to face right now and just kill off Inferno 4. Resupply, kill off Inferno 4. This does mean he does get to look at the top 2 cards, but honestly, so he chose to move a card to the bottom deck and chose to keep a card on top of the deck. Okay, we're now going to smuggle tech out. He put my other Champ's Doula in the thing, but again, that doesn't matter. We can smuggle out Luke for 9, by the way. So if we do desperately need to do it, swing, let's name 3. 3 sounds nice. It's a 1. Well, at least we got the R2 there. We'll be able to draw that R2 and have it. We still have Fell the Dragon, which is pretty nice because we'll be able to deal with that. We'll pass from here. We don't need another C-3PO, so we'll put that away. Not that it really matters. Tech can just smuggle out C-3PO if need be. Basically, the entirety of this area is now basically ours as we now lost it all to that. So we'll put this out. We'll put that on top. I mean, I'm not surprised to see the Super Laser Blast there from Qi'ra. I think, honestly, the arc needs to come out. I need to start healing. It sucks we lost a tech, but I mean, we still have a tech left. We still have 2 techs left in the deck. Power of the Dark Side, I guess we'll lose that. We'll go the Crate Dragon here, so if he does decide to use something that has 6 or more on it to try to deal with the Crate Dragon. 4 cost on it, we could do that because honestly, the Crate Dragon has Overwhelm already, so we could do 2 damage to our base, Overwhelm into this, and do that. I think at this point we don't actually need to charge this turn. Okay, we're going to do this. Attack, damage, look at that. Look at all of that damage that just came on because we overwhelmed, which is pretty nice. And again, mattering on what he decides. So he's Super Laser Blast to deal 8 to his face. I mean, that's all he could really do. We put in Arc 170, and we are literally off to the races of winning this. We're going to pass on the trigger. 3PO, let's just name 4. It is a 7. It is a pass. It is basically a win. I mean, there's no way they can get out of this one. I basically swing, unless they have another Super Laser Blast. Okay, so they did heal the damage there, which isn't half bad. But the problem is, again, this doesn't save them. They had to have a Super Laser Blast to save face because that wins me the game. And that is it. Anakin Skywalker takes victory! Well, there we go, folks. The power of the super aggro Anakin Skywalker. Now, again, it did help a little bit that we did get the combination of R2-D2 C-3PO. It did help when we pulled out a Crate Dragon. It did help when we immediately just killed off, using Cassian Andor to immediately kill off Qi'ra, so we didn't have to worry about Qi'ra. It also really helped when we had Tech, Cassian Andor into Tech, and then Tech to come out again. I mean, just really nice. Again, this deck is all about aggression. That's what you're doing. You're basically... Who cares about damaging your base? You're going to damage your base to get some aggressive attacks, bring out Anakin, swing Anakin for big damage, and that's what you're really, really doing. You're basically swinging big guys at your opponent, staving off damage to bring out like Crate Dragons, Luke Skywalkers, Poe Damerons, and all of that, using Force Throw, using Open Fire, Fell Dragon, Takedown, Rivals Fall, all of that to really control out our opponent's Broid State. Even in that point where, you know, it got Super Laser, the one thing is you could see right there, Crate Dragon Super Laser Blast is not a great thing because literally the only thing I get to target is your base, and I just did 8 damage to your base after I just swung 12 damage into your Sentinel and then just crashed it and used my Overwhelm to deal you mass damage. But yeah, I mean, this is what this deck does best. I mean, this is how this deck is supposed to function. Just do mass amounts of damage quick and fast. aggro them to death. It just really matters on what blue base you really want to play. Do you feel more about having this extra 5 health but losing the card, knowing that you can stave and get up to that +6 power that Anakin can get because of having a 35 health base? Or do you prefer to have 6 cards in your hand, resourcing 2, leaving 4 left in your hand, but knowing that the fact is you only get a +5 health to your base, +5 attack to Anakin? So it kind of really matters on your opinion on, do you judge more of the health and the loss of the card more than, say, the lesser health and to get it to have your normal hand size? So it really kind of matters what it is, but I think both decks have one in the meta. Both are very meta relevant. Both are dangerous and both are hyper aggressive, just because I think the Crate Dragon's a nuisance to deal with for many decks, especially if your life total is coming down very, very quick. But yeah, nonetheless, I really like this. I've been sort of a control aggro player, so this makes me really happy to see this type of deck. I think this deck is really, really cool. I think this deck is extremely neat. It's hyper aggression. I really like that. But nonetheless, let me know all your thoughts down in the comments, everybody, on Anakin Colossus and on the Qi'ra Data Vault. Which one did you think was better? Let me know your thoughts on the deck profile. What would you change out? What would you add? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments. And while you're commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you can notify when my videos go live for you. I will see you next time on Mountain Dragons TCG.